Oh, you're rolling?
Yeah, just turn it on.
Okay. I'm a 38-year-old man. I was born an orphan. And I've never known, like, my biological history, biological past, anything like that. Some people ask all the time, how could you possibly have been born an orphan? Well, it's an insensitive question to ask because it's possible that I was a bastard child and my mom died in childbirth. And so that would be an insensitive question to ask. But that's not the case with me. It turns out that I was a bastard child that was taken away before I was born by the state. My father died like 4 days after I was born. But before I was born, the state had already removed custody and control from my biological mom. I was already a ward of the state before I was even born, if that makes sense. So the state was waiting on me. And so when I was born, I was officially and technically an orphan. And an orphan of the state. And I've never been able to track down like the genetic history of like... in fact, I'm having a really hard time even finding the... I have children now, by the way. I've been having extreme difficulty tracking down the family history of my biological father. Apparently, he was working for a parcel company. I do believe it was FedEx in Houston, Texas, 4 days after I was born. And somebody tried to rob him. And they told him, give me the package. And he said no. And the robber shot him. And then he bled out in the street before police could even arrive. And that's the only thing that I've ever been able to find about my, biological father. And that's the only thing that I know. So, yeah. So I did 23andMe. And the results have come in. And I'm waiting on my lovely wife, who's currently getting a treat from my very demanding son. You want to come here, son? Wait. What do you think, everybody? Does my son look like me?
You can't even talk.
So, hi, everybody. Is that candy delicious? Is that Reese's peanut butter cup? Awesome.
They get that from me. You definitely aren't into sweet stuff. Look.
All right. Daddy's about to find out something about himself.
Are you going to be quiet? Let Mama read to Daddy? Or do you want to go upstairs? You ready?
I'm ready.
Well, have a seat in case you pass
So,
out.
I did 23andMe to see what I am. Because I'm interested. I think I'm German.
I think he's German.
I think I'm German. I've always had an inclination for engineering and technical stuff. Math, science, engineering is kind of my playground. And I think I'm German. I don't know. Let's see.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Ancestry composition. View report. This is my first time doing... Oh my God!
What? I'm like full German.
You are...
I am...
Oh my God. You are 98.9% European. 97.9% Northwestern European. You are 54.8% British and Irish. You are 23.6% French and German. 5% Scandinavian. 14.5% broadly Northwestern European. And 1% broadly European.
Let's go over that again.
There's also...
Okay.
There's 0.9% of you that comes from Africa.
0.9% of me is African, ladies and gentlemen. I have less than 1% black in me. All right. What is the... I want to get a black pride flag now.
Okay, so you are 54.8% British and Irish.
0.8. I didn't even know British Irish was a thing. Oh.
What do you mean? I'm British and Irish. I think.
Well, I thought the British and Irish were like at war with each other.
It's still the same region, though. You are 23.6% French and German.
Well, I thought the Irish and the British were at war with each other and stuff.
That doesn't mean they're war.
How can I be French German?
French or because they're in the same region.
They're in the same region.
Yeah.
I did not know French people and German people were so similar. I thought they were different people.
5%.
Because French people are kind of like, I'm just like need a cigarette, and German people are like, let us build a train. Right.
It says the likely match is Switzerland, but possible match is France or Germany.
So they've narrowed it down to I'm either Swiss, French, or German.
Which Swiss is kind of French and German.
So I'm like Swiss.
Or French or German.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas your British and Irish says, what happens if I click on this? This is my first time doing this, so.
It's not very conclusive.
High likely match for United Kingdom. Likely match, and these are the areas they're saying. London. Likely match for Ireland. Dublinish.
I thought this was supposed to be genetic information, and they don't know. They're just guessing.
No, they have. This is the closest they can match it, baby. All right. 5% Scandinavian. Explore your ancestry through A or B and B. They're working to identify your more detailed Scandinavian ancestry. They're working on it, apparently. When we find enough matches between your DNA and reference individuals from a particular region, you'll see a map here detailing where your recent ancestors may have lived.
So there's going to be more information coming?
As more people submit their DNA.
Yeah,
Come on, world, join in. That's
the whole thing about DNA is the more resolution, the more detailed the results. The more people that take it, the more detailed the results.
All right, so you're 0.2% broadly sub-Saharan African, broadly West African, Ghana.
But isn't
Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean.
But isn't that like everybody on Earth?
Angolan and Congolese, and then 0.1% Nigerian.
Because like everybody on planet Earth came from Africa. Isn't that just normal that everybody has like 1% African in them?
I mean, I would guess, but we'll see when mine comes in.
Or maybe somebody did some tomfoolery with somebody.
Well, that would have been real. I mean, it's 0.9% total.
So they know for sure I'm European.
We'll figure. Northern European, Northwestern European. You're basically Northwestern European.
This is really weird. Because, my views are I'm Native American because I was born here in America.
You know what?
What?
Birth mother say you had Native American in you?
Yeah.
There
was a rumor that
unassigned,
I had Native American.
But none of it's coming up on here.
So I'm not Native American. No land from the government for me.
There goes our kids' hopes and dreams.
Yeah, there goes my hopes and dreams of having a casino. So there you go, world. 38 years old. I just discovered that pretty much what everybody knew just by looking at me. I seem to be of European descent. British, Irish, French, German. Which is really interesting because I was actually adopted into a coal mining Appalachian British colonialist family. So that means that, I had an upbringing that probably wouldn't have been that far from what I apparently am.
You are definitely not Jewish at all.
I'm not Jewish,
or
apparently.
Czech or Eastern European at all. You have no Italian or Greek in you.
No Italian or Greek. Wow.
Or Spanish at all.
There goes descendant from Alexander the Great.
Sorry, baby. Do you want to know about your health on here, or will that be another video?
Yeah, I think the health. We're going to keep that a little private. All right, so
British and German. That's what ACAN was going with.
British German. So
pretty close.
Northern
Swiss.
European.
It's saying you're probably Swiss, probably British and Swiss.
Mm-hmm.
Swiss.
So I'd make a good hookup with a Moscow woman then, right?
What?
Joking. All right.